Hello everyone, it's Rockman Mosby coming to you live. Welcome back to the channel, and this is where we share and we put a lot of information up that can change your life. It helps everything in your life get better if you apply what's being shared. And I want to jump straight into it. And I've been getting a lot of questions as far as some of the videos I put up and talked about environment. When we talk about environment is the key. And what I mean by that is what whoever you mix with is, or whatever environment you put yourself in, is actually how your life change. If you want to become rich, you have to mix with rich individuals. You have to put yourself in the environment. Whatever it is, if you want better health, you want to mix with people that has the health that you would like. Or whatever it is, you want to mix with them. And some people say, well, let's just stick to money. They want to get rich, they want to make a lot of money. And they say, I want to make a lot of money, but I don't know anyone who's making a lot of money. My friends are not rich. I'm not in the environment where, I can get rich. So what do you say to that? And I understand. I was in that same environment where I didn't really have any friends that I knew that was rich or wealthy. And what my best advice is to first look at your situation. It's really simple. It's kind of like our parents. Like, we got to become first the millionaire, and then it'll show up. A lot of people think that you become something and then you start to do the thing. What I mean by that is people say, well, I'm going to become a millionaire, and then once I start making the money, then I'll start doing the things that I need to do. Well, it doesn't work like that. It works the opposite. You got to become the millionaire first, and then you will start to attract the environment. So what I mean by that is that I didn't know anyone in my environment. So what I started to do was read information of people who was in the environments where I wanted to be. I started getting books. Now we have the internet, so we can go on the internet. And the internet is cool because you can look and see what people are doing. And not only was I reading, I started to read, and then I applied the information that was in the book. So if the book said do A, B, C, D, then I started doing A, B, C, and D, whatever that was. So when you start moving in that direction, that's when I was saying you want to move in the direction of where you want to go. So you know where you are, you see where you want to go, and then you want to start moving in that direction. So I knew where I wanted to go. So I got books and sought out information of the people who were where I wanted to be. It was just that simple. And then I started to actually do the things that they were doing. Now, in the process of doing the things that the individuals were doing, I started to attract like-minded individuals into my life. I remember I got some books. I got a book and I started reading it, and then it was saying that you can make money in this industry. I think it was sales. So then I started saying, all right, I'm gonna make sales then. I started making sales. And then I started meeting other individuals who was making a lot of sales. And then another friend of mine came to me and said, well, you can make money, in network marketing. I said, really? So then I started going and saying, all right, I'm going to see if I can make money in network marketing. I started getting books, and I found that people was making money doing network marketing. People was making money in sales. So as I started to do and act on these things, and then read what's in the book and start applying what was in the books, then I started to meet individuals, top individuals. Then I started to ask those individuals questions. I remember I called, it was a guy, he was one of the top money earners in a sales organization. And then I wanted to know how he got to where he got to. And I figured I looked him up on the internet, Googled his name and number, and then I called him up. And ironically, I got a hold of him. Normally, it doesn't work like that because these individuals have a lot of barriers to them. And I guess the guy just liked my enthusiasm. I don't know what it was. And then he started talking to me. And then we kept a relationship for some time. Another individual, I was building a team of individuals making sales. And this guy had some training, but I also wanted the individuals who I was helping out to earn some money. I wanted them to get the training as well. So I remember buying all of his training. I bought everything he had. And it wasn't like a whole bunch. He brought, how sometimes people bring things to the event, to events. He had an event. I came to the event. He said that he was selling some books. And then me and a friend of mine, we bought all of the books. Maybe it was $1,000 for all of the books that he had on hand. Then maybe everybody else had to go online. We bought them all. Because we bought them all, that attracted us to each other. And then we kept a connection. Because he said it was something different about, how we were moving. So, and then people would come to me and say, well, how did you meet all of these people? It was through action. It was through not only reading, it was through reading and then application. So I was reading the information and then applying what was shared with me. So that's one of the things that I would like to say that can take you to the next level. You got to look for the information. And then once you look for the information, which is looking for the information is reading information, watching a video, maybe looking up something over the internet. Maybe it's buying some trainings. Maybe it's buying some books. And then you read the information and then you start applying, because what's in the information that's shared with us is actually things to do. So it's a lot of people that's information gatherers. I like to call them gathering information. That's like you read a book, but then you don't apply anything in the book. So if you don't actually do anything in a book, then that means that it's some other things that we have to work on before you get to the point where you can actually apply, because that's another kind of whole different conversation on programming if you're not acting. So we got something for that as well that can get you to the next level, to where you at least start to act, because you have to act to get a result. And if you're not acting, that's some programming there that you will have to do some kind of like reprogramming and reprogram yourself to start acting on the information. And then once you do that, the sky's the limit. But that's how you get the information. That's how you attract the people into your life. And then next thing you know, everybody that's in your life, everybody that's surrounded in your inner circle would be action takers. They would be the people that they would be the upper 5%, the upper 10%, the upper 1% of the population. And it's because you're actually the upper 1% of the population once you start to act. When you read, that's cool. When you act, you become a part of the 1%. And you may look at your results and you may not seem like that, but once you start to act like the 1%, you become the millionaire now. You become the successful business person now. You become the healthy person now. And then it's not going to show up overnight. Everything has a gestation period, and over time, you will see the results. Over time, you will see the things start to change. Everything is not going to change overnight, because we're a sum total of what we've been thinking. So we have to change our thoughts, and then we got to and when we change our thoughts, our actions change. And when our actions change, our results change. And then when your results change, you change your life. You'll find yourself living in an entire different life if you look up 5 years from now. Me and a good friend of mine who's actually at a 1% in his industry and what he does, and the 1% of money earners. And one of the things we always share with each other is that we look back 5 years from now and we're so different than where we were 5 years from now. We learned so much. We got that much better. And then hopefully it keeps being the same way, because we're always putting new information in our mind. We're always trying to get better. We're always seeking to reach higher levels. And then we look back and then say, man, my life has changed dramatically. It's not overnight. It's the little things that you do. And then the little things that you do, when you compound them up, become something big. It's the same thing that we do in life in general. You have something that you overlooking with your health. After a while, it becomes something big when it turned out small. But we're going to do something positive. You make a little bit of increases in your income. Over time, those little small increases here and there become something large. So I just wanted to share that with you individuals. And hopefully this information can help you. And with that, I'll see you on the next video.
I hope that you enjoyed this video. We put a lot of great information up, which causes everything in your life to get better. If you would like for us to notify you whenever we put up a new video, hit subscribe, then turn on notifications. Check out all of our videos, and we will notify you when we put another one up.